Yeah, give me the words and I got the flow. See, I don't gotta write, I got the Holy Ghost. Yeah, that's called a ghost writer. Jeremiah 5:14, that's so fire. Isaiah 14, and when I retire out of captivity, I broke the iron. Who that is coming out of Mount Zion? Woolly hair, looking like a lion. 1,000 men marching with no drums on, no trombone, just boots.
Welcome to Four Corners News, where the truth speaks.
I'm Captain Severus to my right.
Captain Tobias.
Officer Daniel.
In his left.
Officer Azaniah.
And his left.
Officer Pagiel.
And his left.
Officer Abadan.
And we make up
Four Corners News.
That's right. That's right.
Welcome to Four Corners News. We got a good show for you tonight.
That's right.
So stay tuned, y'all. Cap, what's the topic tonight?
let me get Isaiah 11 and verse 12.
All right.
Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 12. And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel, and gather together the dispersed of Judah from the four corners of the earth.
That's right. That's why we call Four Corners News, y'all. We bring news from all over the planet to your household. So tell your mama them to log in, sign in, tell them to subscribe.
Right.
All right. So, we're going to go with this show today. Hey, pull up that thumbnail so the people can see it. Slaves, obey your master. Constitution of Babylon the Great. All right. All praise. All praise. All right. Let's pull up that first article. All right. So in light of Black History Month, which you don't get to do no more, right? You don't get to dress up in your Harriet Tubmans. You don't get to do all of these things, right? The Pentagon comes out and cancels it indefinitely. Read that.
From task and purpose, Pentagon cancels Black History Month hours before it starts.
Hours before you had your project done. Hours before your kid just did put all type of stuff on the little trifold board. Went to Home Depot and got the paperwork, and then the Pentagon says in your Black schools you don't get to learn about your Black heroes because it makes us feel bad. Right. These Black people that created everything, no. It make us feel inadequate. Right. The Black people that created the GPS, that don't make sense. Right.
You know what that sound like? Because remember what they was having, they was cutting it off on a governmental level, on a lower level, which they call it what? What did they call it? Y'all remember?
Race theory.
Critical race theory. Now, it's not on a governmental level. Now it's more so on a national scale, on a federal scale.
Yep. All right, read that.
Identity Month's dead at DOD. Reads the January 31st Defense Department memo.
Scroll up.
The day before the official start of Black History Month in the United States, the U.S. Department of Defense canceled and blocked any celebrations of it and other identity months.
So like I said, the white man has so much power. He get to block you from celebrating your heroes. That's how you know that they're working with Satan, because for you and your household, for you and your schools, for you and the people that made your communities reputable, and the doctors that was born in your community, the lawyers and the high-ranking people that may have been born and raised and made the Black community worthwhile, the white man and his government, the Department of Defense, DOD, the Department of Defense. Imagine that. The Department of Defense that is in charge of protecting the country from outside forces weighed in to say that this is the most dangerous thing that we can allow to happen.
And this is the true face of Esau.
Yeah.
The white man, this is his true nature right here. He's showing to you. Right? He'll tiptoe with democracy, with the Democrats, Democrats. And then as soon as the year came up, he's like, nah, now take the mask off.
Yeah.
This is the real me.
Right.
Donald Trump.
Damn. Yeah. That's what he saw, Cap. He was like, man, these got a whole bunch of Black people celebrating Black activists. This ain't good for the country.
You know why? Because The Israelites is marching over the country,
Right.
all over the world, and all over the country.
Right.
They bring
100%.
the Bible with them. They're using the Bible to show black history, that those Israelites that was in the Bible is black.
Right.
Man, if they connect to the most powerful book and the most powerful source on the planet, we are going to lose our place.
Right. And remember what they said, that the most crazy thing, the most dangerous thing is black unity, the rise of a black Messiah.
Right.
And it lets you know how much that this truth actually impacts people, to where they have to cut off some of our leaders, even though they rose up or whatever it may be. They fought for their people, they loved the people. They didn't use the Bible how on this level that we're using it in. But now when they start seeing us connect back with our forefathers.
Right. Let's finish reading that.
The January 31st release from new Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth declares Identity Month's dead at DOD.
Yeah.
The directive from the Secretary's office argues that efforts to divide the force, to put one group ahead of another, erode camaraderie and threaten mission execution. Wow. Therefore, it's blocking any official commemoration or celebration of cultural awareness and heritage months, such as Black History Month and Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month.
And they just threw those other things in there, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't give a damn about no Asian American. They don't give a damn about no Pacific Islander American or whatever the hell they call it. They care if black people is rising above their place.
Right.
The
term, sorry, Cap. The term identity, right? That part right there, that bothers them.
Right.
They just want you to be known as slave.
Right.
That's it. Because talking about us rising above them, they don't have that issue. That doesn't bother them. They know they are ruling the world.
Right.
Real quick, Job chapter 9, verse 24. They know that. They know that they rule this planet right now. So they don't have an issue. They just want to keep driving it in. But remember, this is all of the Lord. He wants to constantly remind us, stop being comfortable. Stop being comfortable. Go ahead, read that.
Job chapter 9 and verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The wicked makes the rules and regulations.
Yeah.
The hell with your identity. That's what they're saying. Go ahead.
He covereth the faces of the judges thereof.
He's letting you know the job that they constantly do. This is part of it. We don't want to remember your historians,
right?
Those inventors. We don't want to remember that. We want to take the credit. We doing our job, erasing your history. Why are we going to give you a month to remember that? No.
Right. And that's what they want. They want us to be fully assimilated.
There you go.
Assimilation is a process of one people losing their identity to accept the other person's identity, full stop.
There we go.
There's no more black, nothing. Don't put black in front of it.
Right.
Just use American. Give me that in First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 41. Because this is not new. Esau been doing this thing forever. Esau did this thing way back with the Greeks and everything else. They don't want our people to rise above what our mentally is, because hell, I ain't even gonna lie. Some of our peoples is damn down there. We thinking like how Esau has created us to think. Read that.
First Maccabees chapter 1 and verse 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom.
Hell, you see Antiochus right now writing to his whole kingdom in the Department of Defense. That's Antiochus in the Pentagon. Read.
That all should be one people.
American. Read.
And everyone should leave his laws.
Everyone should leave their heritage, their laws, their family structures, everything. They should leave it. What makes them them, what makes them, hell, back in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, bro, we was inventors.
Right.
When we had a small sense of self, hell, because when we was in slavery, they reminded us that we was black. They reminded us that we had to depend on each other. They beat the dependence of ourselves into us. So we had no other choice but to create. My damn chicken about to spoil. I need to create an ice box. My damn, I don't know how to get nowhere. Man, GPS, hell. I know if I had this damn GPS trying to get out of slavery, we would have got way past damn Tennessee and Kentucky. Right? So that's what they want to do. They want us to be who they want us to be. What you got?
Yeah, hey, Cap, cause you made a heavy point about assimilation, right? There's an end result of when they allow us to be assimilated into this system. Let's read verse 50. Read verse 49, that same chapter that Cap pulled up. First Maccabees.
Yes, sir. Verse 49. To the end they might forget the law.
To the end that they might do what?
Forget the law.
That they might forget our laws, our ordinances, our Passover.
Right.
So now we start celebrating what? Juneteenth.
The hell is
Black
that?
History Month. But those things are not for our benefit. Those are for us to what? Assimilate and forget our true heritage.
Right. Because Juneteenth was just us getting out of slavery. That was us getting out of slavery. Damn, what you call it? What's the first one? Not Hanukkah, but what the other one they tried to do with the thing?
Oh,
Kwanzaa.
Kwanzaa.
Hey, but Cap, Juneteenth is a slap in the face for us.
Right.
They're saying, like, listen, we're going to give you a holiday where we set you free and you didn't know.
You didn't even know.
And we're going to let you celebrate it.
For 5 years, you ain't even know. You still was on a slave plantation.
Real April Fools. Right?
That was damn April Fools in June.
That was the real.
And just wanted to land back off you, Officer Abaddon, real quick. So this is the reason why they want us to forget our laws. Go to Nehemiah chapter 9, read verse 36 and 37, right? Because it all touches back onto what we was talking about. Come on.
Nehemiah chapter 9 and verse 36.
Come on.
Behold, we are servants this day.
We are servants this day. They get us assimilated into their culture. Now we have Stockholm syndrome. We're servants this day, read.
And for the land that thou gavest unto our fathers, to eat the fruit thereof and the good thereof. Behold, we are servants in it.
Come on.
And it yieldeth much increase unto the kings, whom thou hast set over us because of our sins.
So this is the reason why they want us to forget God's laws. Read the next part.
Also, they have dominion over our bodies.
Because if you forget the laws of God, then guess what? They could control you a lot easier.
Right.
They kill the Israelite and keep the man. Read.
And over our cattle at their pleasure. And we are in great distress.
That's the reason why they could tell you that, nigga, you are not celebrating Black History Month, or you don't know nothing past Black History Month. You don't even understand the Dark Ages. You don't understand nothing because you Negro.
Hey, you got to remember, no laws, no yokes of iron, no chains.
Right.
Be destroyed.
There you go.
And you know why they could destroy it? To tell you that, nah, you ain't gonna celebrate this. Pull up that next article. Come on. Read the top where it comes from.
From the National Archives.
Now let's read this. Read the read.
Dred Scott v. Sanford, 1857.
Where were we in 1857? We were still in slavery.
Leaves.
Dred Scott versus Sanford, 1857. Right? Read that first line in 1846.
In 1846, an enslaved black man named Dred Scott and his wife Harriet sued for their freedom in St. Louis Circuit Court. They claimed that they were free due to their residence in a free territory where slavery was prohibited.
Well, they thought they had freedoms. They thought they had the protection of the law because they were born free. Okay, read.
The odds were in their favor. They had lived with their enslaver, an army surgeon at Fort Snelling. Then in the free territory of Wisconsin, the Scots' freedom could be established on the grounds that they had been held in bondage for extended periods in a free territory and were then returned to a slave state. Courts had ruled this way in the past.
Right. So what they're saying is that they put us in slavery, but we was in an area where slavery was banned. So that means right there, they didn't give a damn about what was banned and what's not. I need you to serve under me. I don't give a damn what the court say at this point. All right, let's drop down. Let's look at the point. Start at point 4. Let's go. Right there. Point 4. Because this is a lot of our people right now. They go by talking about, we are free. We are this. We have rights and protection. Oh, this is my country. I have more rights to this country than some. Okay, let's see if you got more right. Read that.
A free Negro of the African race whose ancestors were brought to this country and sold as slaves is not a citizen within the meaning of the Constitution of the United States.
So when Dred Scott thought that he had a case, the Constitution, take that down. I want to talk to somebody right now. I feel like I want to talk to somebody. You know, the Constitution was never written to include your black behind.
Right.
When it says that all men are created equal, that wasn't you. You wasn't a man.
Let's talk.
You was a cattle. You was damn a pig. You was worse than the pig. You was worse than the dog that ran around the plantation. You were worse than all the stuff, the plow, the yoke that they put on the oxen. You was equivalent to that when the Constitution was even thought about. Read 5.
5. When the Constitution was adopted, they were not regarded in any of the states as members of the community which constituted the state and were outnumbered among its people or citizens.
So black people wasn't even thought about. They wasn't writing a thing and said, well, hold on. Damn, we got about 4 million people in Kentucky, Florida, in Alabama. Oh shoot, we got a lot of people that we need to include in this inalienable rights.
Right.
You wasn't even a damn thought when it was wrote. When the pen struck the paper and the ink came out,
there you go.
your brain, your body was not in the ink.
And watch this. The Bible wasn't even open. That was far from that. What was John 3:16?
Right.
Where was it? Or even if you didn't believe in the Bible, what happened to we all humans?
Right.
That's it. What happened to that?
What happened to
Humans
Galatians?
just like us. Where was that at?
Where was
We're gonna learn
Galatians?
today.
There was no bond or free.
None of that.
What was that?
Seemed like
Hey, Cap, it's very important that you brought that out because the black man and black woman today, you know what they were sold? They were sold the delusion of inclusion.
Yeah, that's exactly what
They were sold that they think they bought into something that we were in the process of becoming great with them. Now, you were in the process of becoming a full-blown slave.
Man, you gotta close your black lips. You was an amendment. and then at that, you was the 13th amendment. You was 3/5 of a man.
And then they became the 14th Amendment because they bought it from Trump. Because Trump is going back to the good old days. Because in the 14th Amendment, it says anybody that's born or naturalized in the United States can become citizens.
Yeah.
Trump said, nah. But let's go back to this.
Let's go back to
let's go back to this.
Original.
What
Let's go back to the good old days. Let's go back to MAGA.
Hey, you said the 13th. In many respects, the damn number 13th is bad luck.
Right.
They gave us a damn bad luck number to include us into where the hell. They ain't even include us. Can read the next point.
There you go.
What is it? 5? Where we at? Yeah, read 5.
5. When the Constitution was adopted, they were not regarded in any of the states as members of the community which constituted the state and were not numbered among its people or citizens. Consequently, the special rights and immunities guaranteed to citizens do not apply to them.
They do not apply. So when you out there screaming and yelling, no, I'm a what them dudes call sovereign citizens. You sovereign citizens need to shut your black lips because hell, they control everything concerning your sovereignty.
Right.
You wasn't even thought about when the Constitution, hell, even before that, our brothers from Gad and Reuben was already here.
Yeah.
What did they do to them? They took their whole land and say, well, it's a cold world we living in.
Right.
That's what he said. He took it.
They called them aliens.
And turned him into aliens.
Immigrants.
As a matter of fact, where that point at? It's a foreigner of 8. Was it 8? 7? 7.
Point 7. Since the adoption of the Constitution of the United States, no state can by any subsequent law make a foreigner or any other description of persons citizens of the United States.
When they say that foreigner, it means slave.
Yeah.
Right.
They using nice words right here, but it means slaves. You cannot then write even so the 13th Amendment, you can't even add them into it.
Nope.
Because when the Constitution dried and all the signatures was on it, those amendments don't even hold the same weight of a constitution. So when you out here talking about, you know, this country is mine, well, you don't start until the 13th.
And that was just so they can bring you into the discussion.
Right.
None of the stuff still details you. They're just saying, okay, just so they won't start complaining, let's figure out what we're going to do with our property.
Gonna do with them. So they won't rebel. So
Right.
they won't take up arms. So they won't take, cause we know damn, they gonna take, they stronger than us. They faster than us. They smarter than us. Hell,
Right.
they gonna take everything if we allow them. So we got to include like the clip from Trick Baby.
Yeah, that was true. Man.
Like the clip. Oh, we got to include them because they will turn on us.
Yeah,
Right, Cap. I can get something,
Yeah,
because going
go
back to that point where we're addressing, a lot of times we got to think, like, why do they get so nervous when we start talking about points like critical race theory? Right. Oh, we got to, now they getting the federal government involved in it. And then what Officer Azaniah was bringing up, where how they took black history out of the schools. Revelation chapter 11. Read Revelation chapter 11 and read verse 11.
Come on.
Yeah, spirit officer.
All praise.
Was waiting on that.
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 11. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them. And they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them.
You see that? So when the spirit of God came back into it was around 1900s, when our brothers and sisters started to teach. 1969, right? When we started, our elders taught them, and they learned that we was the Israelites and started to teach this gospel. The spirit of Christ came back into us. And then God says, once they saw that spirit, which is that critical race theory, which is that, oh, let's remove the celebration of black identity. You can't celebrate that thing because we don't want y'all to start talking about who y'all are. God says that's the spirit of God. Fear fell upon them. Those are fear tactics.
Right.
Hey, officer, just like how you was making mention that just to describe the fear that they're seeing is every single time something happens to our people, like Kendrick Johnson,
Right.
they see us out here marching on the streets. Every single event that's happening, Memphis, wherever we've been at, they see purple and the gold. They like, damn, they are organized.
They are organized.
Put
And they're gonna
fear
take
in
it,
people's
right?
hearts.
So if you don't believe these words that we put up on the screen, okay, let's see the words of Thomas Jefferson, which was one of the original founding fathers of this country. Go to the next video.
Let's go. Tell me if you think the quote is from Thomas Jefferson or the Confederate leader Robert E. Lee. Okay. So the quote is, I advance it that the blacks are inferior to the whites in endowments of both body and mind.
That probably held that view. I'm going with Jefferson.
The damn devil knew it.
No idea.
No, it's okay. That was our lovely founding father, Thomas Jefferson, who said that. It was Thomas Jefferson.
Hey, you know what I like about that video too? You know he went to Liberty University. You know what Liberty University is? That's a Christian university.
Damn.
That's a 100. When you walk into their university, you see white Jesus, you see crosses everywhere. It's a Christian university. So he went on a Christian university to ask him about some slavery stuff. And the second girl line, she knew. That's why she looked so
Come
damn
on now.
goofy in the face.
Right. A black guy's asking me
She
this.
said, I don't
Racist
know. I have
question.
no idea. You know exactly who said that racist stuff. Hell, it didn't really matter. Robert E. Lee or Jefferson, they still had the same mindset.
idea.
Right? So with that being said, go to that next video.
They had that Trump effect.
They had the Edomite effect.
There you go.
Right? Because with that racist thought coming from a founding father, with the Dred Scott case, with them canceling your damn black history, watch what this Edomite thinks about something that we all know is racist, but listen what he say.
I feel like the Confederate flag is racist. No. Can I say why?
It's just become a symbol of Southern pride, and just it doesn't hold the racist meaning that a lot of people think it does.
The only tangible reason that was written in the Confederate Constitution of why they seceded was due to slavery. I feel like anything related to Confederacy would have to be racist then, or no?
No, because slavery was really just one of the very few reasons that the Confederacy seceded. They actually seceded a lot because of their trading with Great Britain was not liked by the North. The North had industrialized and they didn't want any overseas trade.
You know what they were trading?
They were trading for textiles and various other goods like
And cotton.
Yes, they were trading with
That
cotton.
was the number one export.
Yeah, they had a lot of cotton and tobacco and various other resources. But
You know who was the one like farming all of those materials?
some plantation owners and possible slaves. Yeah.
What? Possible.
If you're a plantation owner, don't you have slaves?
Yes. He
That's the
said the
whole point.
plantation
Bro,
owners was picking the cotton.
That's the
Amazing.
whole
That's
point.
what I'm saying, bro. Esau is the damn devil.
Yeah.
Man.
You see how he knew exactly what the history of Confederacy was, but he stuck his hand in his damn pocket, and then you knew who was picking the damn cotton. That's what he said. Some slavery owners. I ain't never seen a movie or any history of slave owners out there sun up to sun up picking damn cotton.
Hey, Cap, he put his hand in his pocket like you said, already pull it out. He said, what is this? Cotton.
Exactly right. Man, that's why it's so important, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, get your head out of Esau's behind, because that's a new video.
Yeah.
That is just filmed in 2025.
Right. That's the point.
That's not back in the 80s and the 70s and the 60s and the 50s. It's 2025. That a young man like that, who did he learn it from? Who did he learn that the Confederate flag was a sign of heritage from? His uncle, his daddy, his cousins, hell, where he go to hunt and all that stuff. They talking about it. They probably got the Confederate flag flying.
Right. And that's the thing too. They always try to distance themselves from slavery. Like, oh, there's nothing wrong with it. We had nothing to do with it. Over and over, they are caught in a lie. But it's to a point where they tired of it. That's why they removing African American history out of the schools. Over and over, they tried to bury that as history because they know once we connect the dots, our people begin to connect the dots with Deuteronomy 28 and with the curses, then it's game over. Right. But at the same time, you got to understand this type of spirit is in them. It's a venomous spirit, right? Psalms chapter 58. Read that for me, verse 3.
Psalms chapter 58 and verse 3.
Let's go.
The wicked are estranged from the womb.
From the womb. Come on.
They go astray as soon as they be born. Speaking lies.
Doing what?
Speaking lies.
That's exactly what you just heard right there. Speaking lies, trying to distance themselves for all the atrocities that they caused, them and their fathers, right? They don't want to take claim to it. Okay.
Yeah. Give me that in, was it 2 Thessalonians, the man of sin?
Yep. 2 Thessalonians 2.
Yeah. Give me that. 2 and verse 3.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3.
Because that's why we do what we do. Read that.
Let no man deceive you by any means.
So that's exactly what you saw in the video. And every other video you're going to see with them opening their mouth. They're trying to deceive at 100% at 1,000 mile an hour rate. Everything that come out their mouth, they're trying to change your thought on it. They're trying to change your family dynamic. They're trying to change what you think about what they've done for hundreds, if not thousands of years. Read.
For that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first.
We went into slavery. Read.
And that man of sin be revealed.
The purpose of us going into slavery, one, is to atone for our sins and the things that we did, but it also happened so when Esau come on whatever side of the earth, we're there, and the Spirit of the Lord is going to rile up on us, and then we're going to be able to reveal the man of sin all over the world. They're never going to have a foothold where we Israelites are not at to bring it out. The Lord putting the Spirit on us to bring that Bible out, to show our history, to show slave ships, to show captivity, and to show who we are, because Amalek right now is destroying the earth with propaganda. You say one thing and it's all anti everything. That's how you know that the Lord ain't working with them, because it said the Lord says that wait on him.
Right. Yep.
He said, wait on him and he shall. Not you putting in policies, not if somebody say something against you, you get in your feelings, and all you got to do is say anti-Semitism, and that person's life is wiped away.
And Cap, just going back to that point about fear that fell upon them, is whenever you start revealing the men of sin through, us learning Black history, that's where that fear comes in, because he's trying to, do everything in his power to not, so that way he could keep his evil hidden.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
because he's trying to keep his evil hidden, guess what? Critical race theory, take away Black history, so that way we could be dumbed down. So it's easy for him to manipulate and control us.
Yeah, we're gonna get into some dummies in a minute. Based on history, based on us not knowing our history, based on us getting super involved in their lives, we're gonna see some dummies in a minute. All right, play that next video, because that's always everybody. Watch this.
We're in North Carolina, on the East Coast. So all the way on the other side. So because I live there, how do you explain it like when I do? Oh, gotcha. I whip anyway. Yeah. No. I'm more African American than you are. You need to understand that.
You heard that? Did y'all hear that? She said, rewind it. She said, I'm from North Carolina. I'm way from the East Coast. And she said, you don't have to speak to me like I'm an idiot. And then they started looking. And then she said, you know what? I'm more African American than you are. I need you to understand that. Esau is the devil. Yeah. Play that again.
We're in North Carolina, on the East Coast. So all the way on the other side. So because I live there, how do you explain it like when I do? Oh, gotcha. I whip anyway. Yeah. No. I'm more African American than you are. You need to understand that. What? Hold on, you found that. Well.
I tell you, man.
Damn.
How say I'm more African American than you are?
Identity.
Hey,
theft.
with all of that taking away our heritage, at some point our generation is probably going to believe that thing.
Oh yeah,
because they already saying that Elon Musk is African American,
right?
Because he's from Africa. Now he's an American citizen.
Yeah.
They're saying that he's African American. So it ain't far fetched to what she's saying, because they're gonna destroy our history from us even teaching it. Because like last week in the show, the history books don't even have our history in it no more. Yeah. And he said, yo, where's that history you talking about? Where's this slavery stuff? I ain't never seen it. Lying like a mug.
So, hey, with that being said, Cap, that lets you know the importance of the Israelite man.
Right.
That lets you know that the teachers, the prophets that's in the corner, as they begin to wipe out your made up history, your slave history, and then when you begin to connect the dots, you're going to open up your ears to see that your true identity is the Israelites. As they hide the judges, the faces of the judges, you're going to begin to realize, wait a minute, what those brothers on the corner have been saying is true. All right. Because Esau, remember, he's ordained by the Lord. Now you have no way to run. Your back is against the corner. All right. You've been called what? Nigger, spick. You've been called everything out the book. You've been trying to assimilate Afro-American, right? American now. Now the Lord's letting you know, listen, I'm cutting all corners now. What you going to do now?
Right.
You got to open up the book. You got to open up your ears to listen, or you will be judged along with America.
Right.
Give me Cap, can I get that script?
Yeah, go ahead.
Isaiah 30:20.
There we go.
Let's
Come
get
on.
that, man. Because here's the thing with our people. As much as we bringing this out, our people trust in oppression.
Right.
They trust in it. They don't believe that. That lady said, I am the real African American. Because I'm from Africa.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Read.
Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 20. And though the Lord give you the bread of adversity.
Listen, although the Lord has given us this adversity, the trials and tribulations, read.
And the water of affliction.
Come on.
Yet shall not thy teachers be
That's what Cap said. Your teachers are still here. They're going to be bringing you the truth, your history. They're going to be opening up the books, the iconoclasm books.
Right.
All the history that the bishops and deacons bring out. It's coming. Read.
be removed into a corner anymore.
Nah, we're not going to be in no corner anymore. We global now. We're global.
That's right.
Read.
But thine eyes shall see thy teachers.
Come on.
And thine ears shall,
And thine ears. Read.
shall hear a word behind thee, saying, this is the way.
This is the way. We are the Israelites. This is the way. This is our book. This is our history. You're the greatest people on earth. And this white woman, now, yeah, she's the African American, but we're the Israelites.
Right. hey, Cap, that's why I can't stand a Christian. We can read that in the Bible, what we just read, where it says they were actually attempting to remove the teaching and put them in a corner. That's what they're doing. That's what we're witnessing. But the Christian church, they in space. They in the matrix.
Right.
Crazy.
Give me that in Job 8:8. Because you're going to see your teachers, right? You're going to have questions. You're going to have, well, okay, if I'm not this, then who am I? Right?
Right.
Read that.
Job chapter 8 and verse 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age.
I pray you, I beg you to research the former thing. Not in during a time of Jim Crow, not during a time of black codes, not during a time of slavery, not during that time. I'm talking about way back. Solomon, Zerubbabel, David, all of Jeremiah, everybody, right? The Bible, that's where our true history stems from.
Right.
Inquire, I beg you, of this former age. Read.
And prepare thyself to the search of their fathers.
And why does it say prepare yourself? Because when you really find out who you really are, it is going to wreck your life. Your brain is going to. I remember when I first found it. I had a big African bombada thing around my neck. I had all the Rastafarian beads, and I was in Christianity. I was in Rastafarianism. I was in Pan-Africanism. I was doing all manner of evil.
You was more African than the.
I had everything.
Hey, Cap, please don't tell me you had dreads and all that.
No, I ain't have all of that. I always had.
You made that far?
Nah, I ain't go that far.
Nah, man.
I did everything but believe in them highly Selassie. I didn't believe in that crap. But anyways, I was sitting there and I was watching Brother Polite get on the stage trying to debate some brothers I ain't even know at the time, Israelites. And he get up there with his African Egyptian BS.
Yeah, worship the woman.
And the brother pull out the Bible and cut him 7 ways to Sabbath.
Right.
And I'm like, wait, what? And from that point on, when I saw that purple line up in the suggested videos, man, I'm at work. People calling me on the radio and stuff, on the intercom and all that stuff. Oh, I'm coming. But it's 30 minutes later. I'm sitting here inquiring of the former age. Research. Man, my brain was baked. That's why it says prepare. Because it's going to shock you. Yeah. It's going to be some things that you're not even ready for. And quite frankly, we need to be shocked. We need to be, because we're too damn comfortable in this country. Oh, yeah. Right? Because we out here voting and siding with Esau. And watch this, right? Because we have the laws of God. We know right and wrong. Esau don't have that, and they can give 2 damns about it. Listen what she says about Trump.
I don't care if he is in a jail cell. I am one of those people.
I don't care if he's in a jail cell. I don't care what he did. What? That is the unrelenting power of Esau. Have what they call it, they sociopaths. They don't give a damn. Whatever crimes, I don't care.
Right. As long as it has a white power agenda.
Yeah, she got Ultra MAGA on her shirt.
There you go.
The hell is this? Ultra. Play.
Care if he is in a jail cell. I am one of those people that will vote for him no matter what.
How do you feel about the concept of law and order in general?
Listen up.
I agree with law and order. I am 100%.
Do you feel that if he's convicted, though, that wouldn't change your mind?
He won't be convicted.
But if he was.
But he won't.
But if he was.
He won't.
But if he was convicted.
He won't be convicted.
Hey, stop. There goes the law and order right there. That's their law and order right there.
He makes the law.
It's out the window. Remember, law and order means structure, right?
Yeah.
Order, no chaos. She's letting you know, I could care less about law and order. Right. We want it our way. That's them right there off rip.
Amazing.
Wow.
He said, but what if she is? But he won't. But he will. What he won't. She won't answer the question because she know she's pigeonholed into, if you say you believe in all law and order, that means you should respect the color of law.
Right.
He should go to jail. But in the mind of Esau and their champion, what's he called? The Great White Hope?
The Great White Hope.
The Great White Hope stood up there in all his orangeness. Right? And all his orangeness. She said, I like law and order, but except when it comes to my savior.
That's how much faith she has in the white man or in the person that looks just like her.
Yeah, absolutely.
She knows who's in charge. She knows who's her head. That's the problem right there. There's no separation between her and her man.
Right. Play it.
Was convicted.
It is impossible.
No, it's impossible. What if he's found guilty.
He won't be.
But what if he is?
I'm not going to answer that question. He won't be.
But if a trial takes place and then he's found guilty, like what if that happens?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Okay.
Damn. Amazing.
Go back to Psalms 58 and finish that up because we didn't finish it. She don't want to hear it. It's like, no. You mean he's wrong? He's in jail? He's a criminal? Here we go.
Psalm chapter 58 and verse 4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf adder.
They're like the what?
The deaf adder.
Come on.
That stoppeth her ear.
That's do what?
Stoppeth her ear.
I'm telling you, man.
That's perfect because that was a woman too.
That was a woman. Stoppeth her ears. I'm telling you, that's them to a T. Strained from the womb. They wicked off jump. Right? If it don't line up with their agenda, they don't want to hear it. No law, no order. And she shook her head and said, yeah, I'm all for law and order. But if he's wrong, law and order, if you're a righteous judge, you're supposed to say, okay, you done the wrong, then you got to do the time, right? You do the crime, you do the time.
Right.
That's the saying. But they said, no, impossible. Nope, I don't want to hear it.
So that lets you know that she don't see nothing wrong with whatever her husband is doing, whatever her head is doing. She is in complete agreement with what the hell is going on right now.
Yeah. That's how you know when back in the day when little Ray was hanging, she was like, right. He must have done something wrong.
Yeah, there you go. We in the full agreement with that.
Don't matter what he did, he must have done it. Right? Watch this. Play that next video.
We haven't done anything. We're a totally peaceful racist group.
You got me. You got me, Tom.
Hey, run it back, man. That was, right.
We haven't done anything. We're a totally peaceful racist group.
Hey, shut up. Be quiet. Shut up. Be quiet. Look at his face. That was hilarious because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks.
That's right.
You know what he's talking about at the crib. You know of a time where he came from. Look, he got the white hairs. He's old, right? He come from a time where we couldn't go in their pools. We couldn't go in their stores. Right. We couldn't do nothing without them first approving it and then reapproving their approval. Because if they don't reapprove their approval, then they didn't say it. Right? Let me see what we got next. All right. So this next video. Like the Edomite just said, we are a totally peaceful racist group.
Right.
Many of us have faced this at some point or some form of fashion in our lives, right? Bring up the next video. This is Isaac Hayes III. Everybody knows Isaac Hayes, the singer and all that stuff, right? This is his son, right? Play it.
Can you get in?
I live here.
What?
I live here, man.
Who are you?
I don't need to tell you who I am.
No, who are you?
Man.
I'm on the board.
I don't care.
I don't care. You drive up here like a bat out of hell. You drive in, you drive out. Get in whatever you. Fuck you. So ridiculous. We have dogs. We have people, and you don't even care. So disrespectful.
Have a good evening.
Why don't you be white, won't you?
Well, why don't you be white, won't you? You heard her. You know why she stopped him at his gate? Who are you? Why are you coming in my neighborhood? I need to see some ID.
Say you go in and you go out. Yeah, because I live here.
Yeah, you go in, you go out. Then why
But
don't you be white, don't you?
You want to be white because I can go in and go out.
Right. And nobody asks who I am. Nobody stops me at the gate. He driving a truck, you know. Doom, doom.
No fear, too.
No fear.
Sounded like a horror film.
Like,
for him, he's scared. He's like, what the hell is going on?
Light
A white
voice
woman?
was?
Come on.
You hear how light his voice was? He's got his daddy's voice. His voice got light, and she neck stretched forward, almost in his car. Slow down. Who are you going?
Of demons,
you don't live here. Yeah, I don't need to tell you anything. Like he's scared because he know if you get too crazy, that house is going up in flames. All right,
Cap, you know, as far as we think we have came, that just shows you how fearful we still are of
exactly them. Right, right. Exactly right. That's exactly my point, right? The point is that this Black history stuff, okay, I got it. We need to celebrate our people, whatever. But only relying on the small understanding of the Black history has got us to be docile. It's got us to understand that, man, there was a time to where this white woman, I would have been gotten lynched just for even saying something back.
Right.
So even in 2025, I need to watch what I say because I might not get physically lynched like 100%, but my career, whatever it is that I do, if I raise my voice at this white, no matter what she say, my career is over.
That's crazy. Because a lot of us, we get proud and say we moving on up. Even on Friday, we say, Rancho Cucamonga, I live around white people, nephew. Come visit me, nephew. You take pride in being around your oppressor, but not realizing in 2025, that is your ultimate death trap. Because why? You are surrounded by them. And if they don't want you to come in or if they don't want you to get out, you not getting out.
Right. Brothers researching to see if they are actually a DEI hire before.
hey, you was the token Negro to live in that community.
They going to work counting how many brothers there. 1, 2,
That's too much.
3.
You the odd man out. Come on, man. Let's
Put
go.
up the HOA.
Go.
That's what happened. You got brothers, they willing to pay the extra grand for the HOA, man.
Yeah.
It's bad. It's that bad. But the Lord sends you wake up calls all the time. He's not the first one. Remember, we had the football player? Was it Chad Ochocinco? He had the same thing.
Brandon Marshall.
There we go.
Yep. You had all
of them. It's a constant wake up call. Are people paying that extra money to live comfortable, to get away from the wicked of their people? Of course, we understand that. But why don't you build your own community?
How about that?
How about you do that? Use all those millions.
How about that?
Build your own community. Hire your men to be security guards. Okay, and you can start charging those HOA fees.
You know what? Even with that though, we tried that and they bombed us to hell and back.
Oh yeah,
damn.
That's the wicked.
They bombed us to hell and back.
Right.
So just like with him, speaking softly, building our own communities in the recesses of our Black brains, we say, damn, if we do start doing for ourselves, man, they gonna come and blow this junk up.
It's still a fear because as big as he is, strong as he is, he had to tuck what he had between his legs and lower his voice down to a child and told that white lady, "You have a nice night." He had to say it softly.
Yeah, she meant the right one.
And you know,
because if it was Tyrone, she would have been upside down. Straight up. I'm telling you straight up, she meant the right one.
And, you know, just going back to that, you know, that fear that we have, it's been trained and it has been embedded in us because every single time we see one of our leaders rise up, they die. Every single time we try to do anything that's positive or whatever may be, where we try to stand up on our own 2 feet, they die. Mainly because now they don't want to do anything because they have seen our leaders die.
All right, pick up that next video.
Come on!
Inside the pool in an effort to get the Negro.
Pause it. This is a time where she came from. The reason why she can say with so much authority is because she came from a time to where black people ain't have the rights to do anything.
Message.
All right, play that.
cleaning chemicals inside the pool in an effort to get the Negroes to leave.
Yup. Some of the most well-known black stereotypes are actually rooted in science. The dissociation of black communities from natural spaces is a well-documented one, while white counterparts enjoyed unlimited access to swimming pools. Passing this down through generations, racial segregation restricted black people, leading to this aquatic activity not becoming broadly popular in black communities. Just across town in a 2-block stretch of Santa Monica, beaches like Inkwell, derogatorily named because of its high concentration of black people, were the only safe haven for black beachgoers. Even the wide open ranges of national parks were created as a means of maintaining supremacy, under the notion that the preservation of nature would uphold social dominance. That's what makes the accomplishments of people like Solomon Brown, a pioneer in conservation, who connected people with the natural world through nature walks and lectures, as well as Sophia Dannenberg, Harvard graduate in environmental sciences and public policy, who became the first African American to summit Mount Everest, all the more special. Pioneers like this are the reason why I love to explore, connecting more deeply with nature.
Stop that. All right. So, with that being said, the reason why, hell, if I did a poll in here right now, I bet you majority of us black folk can't even damn swim. The reason why we don't know how to swim as a whole, yes, a few of us that can, kick the water and swim a little bit. But most of us cannot swim in the black community. I know my mom and most of my family don't know how to swim. They're afraid of water because from this time on forward, we couldn't go to the pools. Hell, nobody ain't swimming in I ain't never seen no black person swim in the ocean. Damn currents and everything else. We mostly just play at the edge and stick our feet in. But going out there with the buoys at and stuff like that, that's Esau. Because all of their lives, they've been learning to swim and have aquatic events and them, with the boats and everything else. We didn't have access to that.
Right.
So majority of us, the effects is still, is here. People go to the fire department, the police department, and there is a requirement that they must swim and they can't pass the damn swim test.
So majority of black people's life goals revolve around the envy of the oppressor that they saw all their lives. Oh, well, let's move to these white neighborhoods because look how good they live.
Right.
Oh, let's strive for that white credit score because look what that can achieve us. It's always based off of the envy of the oppressor. And like how Cap brought out, why have our mind never say, you know what? Let's build for us. Let's build our communities and then we can move there. Let's hire our people. So then we don't have to worry about no DEI hiring. You understand?
Well,
but that's always been our mindset coming back from the time you mentioned it, Cap.
Right.
We always been envying them.
Right. What you got?
One of the reasons that our people forget that God is in control of everything. Go to Deuteronomy 28, read verse 48. Because like we see this, right? They're trying to get rid of black history and all that stuff. And MLK Day, Black History Month. The reason they're doing that because if you celebrate those things, then it's tied to oppression. If they get rid of it, then there is no oppression. Read that.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
There's separation between us and them enemies. Read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things.
So you're serving the same people that don't like you, that always wanted you to be dead. You're serving them for all those things. And this is why. Read.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
Only a destroyed mindset will do that. Only a destroyed mindset is going to go to the same people that destroyed them and killed them and say, please help me.
Yeah, that's exactly right. What you got, Cap? No, go ahead. Oh, exactly right. Because a lot of us black people, not us in here, but the black people still think that Esau loves them and they only speak good about them. Every text message, every conversation is, oh, we just love. They're not the people that we used to have on the plantation. They are good people nowadays. Play that video. Because I don't know where the hell he at. He probably voting or something. Play that video. Hold on. Pause it. Read it. The blue. Yep.
Bunch of niggers.
That's somebody that wrote that. No, he wrote that. Yeah, he wrote that. He I don't know what it say. He in the vehicle renewing this thing.
Probably
And he looking at,
DMV.
yeah, he in the DMV. He in the DMV, and it said a bunch of niggas. He's saying a bunch of niggas in here. Read.
Thank you.
Come on, play it. Watch this.
Yeah, but I don't want to understand why you keep.
So they think. Somebody come look at this.
Gillespie.
What's this?
Got him.
Got him.
You found me out.
They think white folks owe them something.
Mm.
He got all the time in the world. He's damn waiting on his damn his stickers and stuff for his tag.
Yeah.
But he got time to go and text his buddy, whoever that is, about black people.
Mm-hmm.
We're always on his mind.
There you go. And this is a constant conversation amongst each other, right? And then they'll be the first one while you in the DMV. Hey, how you doing, man? Have a great day. All right.
Yeah.
And then in the background, they texting you another nigga.
Yeah.
Another one. I'm telling you. So give me Ezekiel real quick. Ezekiel 35. The Lord dives into their attributes. This is something that's part of their spirit, continual. I know what they give you their TV shows. What was that old TV show? What's it, Roger Neighborhood? What's the name of that?
Mr. Rogers.
Mr. Rogers Neighborhood, right? He paint himself and show himself innocent, comfortable, easygoing, friendly. But really, his real spirit is this. Read.
Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
A perpetual hatred, the Bible said. Come on.
And hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
By
the force of the sword.
By the what?
The force of the sword.
Come on.
In the time of their calamity. In the time that their iniquity had an end.
Come on.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord God, I will prepare thee unto blood.
Come on.
And blood shall pursue thee.
So the same hatred that they meant us, Lord said, don't worry. I'm going to show them the same energy. That same bloodthirsty spirit they got, the bloodthirsty spirit. Remember, the Lord said, I'm going to give it to them double. Come on.
Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Remember, that blood goes into hatred against Israel, hatred against us.
Right.
That's what it goes to. The whole system is what's it called? What's that word right there? Perpetuation, right? I'm sorry. Perpetual hatred.
Yep.
Their whole system. Redlining, okay? Their educational system, the housing, all that is them hating us. That's the way they show it. Now you get a video of them texting each other. There's nothing going on. There's no protest.
Nothing.
You in a normal setting, and guess what? It's oozing through his pores.
Yeah.
These black folks in here think we owe them something.
Then he got caught.
Hey, Cap, you know what will make Edomites happy? If there was no more black people on this planet.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
That's what will make them happy, because they always feel uncomfortable. It's not like we go out there, we do stuff to them. We don't even bother them. We just leave them alone. They always feel comfortable out our presence because they feel guilty. That's why they say, oh, get rid of this black history teaching because my children are feeling uncomfortable in school. They don't love themselves. All that stuff is because they feel uncomfortable by us.
Right. Hey, but officer, you say in the same breath that you're saying that, when we bring that information to them, the first thing they say is what? What about the white man? What about the white man? And to tag on, listen, back to that lady in the HOA. what we have forgotten, our history, we have forgotten that we used to rule them. We've forgotten that they used to fear us. We've forgotten, like you say, research your ancestors, your fathers. Let's read Deuteronomy 2:25. Because this is what the black man has forgotten.
Deuteronomy
chapter 2:25. Read that.
Yes, sir. Deuteronomy chapter 2 and verse 25.
Let's go.
This day will I begin to put the dread of thee and the fear of thee.
I shall do what?
Put the dread of thee and the fear of thee.
We have forgotten that our forefathers was like that. Now we have become fearful of them. Read.
Upon the nations that are
Upon
under
who?
the nations.
Upon all nations on earth They feared and dread us. That guy in the DMV, he would have never dared type that. If there was a DMV back then. Read.
That are under the whole heaven.
Come on.
Who shall report of thee and shall tremble.
And shall what?
Shall tremble.
That white Edomite woman would have trembled at the sight of us. She'd be like, oh. She'd be on her knees.
Right.
Read.
And be in anguish because of thee.
But we have lost that. We have become fearful of them.
And this just didn't just start. That hatred for us didn't just start in slavery time. It was from when we were still in our mother. Give me that Genesis 25 and verse 21.
Bring it up, Cap.
Genesis chapter 25 and verse 21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren, and the Lord was entreated of him. And Rebekah, his wife, conceived.
Read.
And the children struggled together within her.
So even in the womb, when our mother got pregnant with us, with our brother Esau, we was fighting in the womb. Read.
And she said, if it be so, why am I thus?
Is this of the Lord? Why is this happening to me? Why in the hell I can't get no sleep? My stomach is moving like this. It's like a damn anime character film in my stomach. They fighting. He trying to kill him. Read.
And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her.
This is why that fight was happening. Read.
Two nations
are
what? Two nations.
Two separate nations is in your stomach. Yes, they are brothers, but I made it that way, but they are two different people. They're not going to see eye to eye. They're never going to have the same likes. They're never going to have the same rhythm. They're never going to have the same interests. One is going to hate the other one so much. He's going to try to destroy him just like he's trying to destroy him now in the womb. Because it wasn't Jacob that was fighting, trying to kill Esau. Esau was trying to kill Jacob. Why? Hold on a second. Why?
Are in thy womb. And two manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels.
Two manner. We have two different ways of being. Watch this. Read.
And the one people shall be stronger than the other people.
First reason why he tried to kill us, because he knew my brother Jacob is stronger than us. That's envy. Right now. They even say,
that's fear too, Cap.
Let me not.
You want to jump through?
That's fear too.
Anyways, they're fearful that we are more well equipped for everything than they are. Right? That's why they got to take steroids just to keep up with us. Right? Barry Bonds and all these sports. They were like, man, why is he so fast? I ain't never seen no white boy win the 100-yard dash in any Olympics. Gold medal, nothing.
Only when it was all them.
Yeah, when it was all them. When it was
when they kept us, chained up. They let us, that it was all them. Yeah, go ahead. You can win all the medals. But as soon as we stepped in the scene, whoa, it's a wrap, man. I was just watching one of the X Games with the snowboarding. There's a brother now who's taking over, man. He said he created the game. That's how good he is. Right. So, tell you, we are the salt of the earth.
Just like with the young sister, the gymnast, they had to make rules. Right. Because no Edomite can do it.
Nah.
The flips that she was doing, and she this tall. Right. And they got all the technology, but they could not recreate none of the moves she was doing. They got to say, all right, time out. That's lower the flag. Yeah. She got to be, she disqualified because nobody else can do that.
That's the reason why they got to keep their foot on our necks because they know if they let us off the hook, we gonna rise.
We had a semblance of, okay, that's some terrible land. Y'all go up there and y'all do y'all thing. Look at what happened when they let us do that. We had airplanes and airports and damn bus stations and all types of business, hundreds and hundreds of businesses and everything. And everybody was depending on each other. Dude riding with a Cadillac. I know Cadillac went back in the day, but he riding down the street with a Cadillac on two wheels. Damn, everybody got cars. People got furs, minks, got oil wells. What the hell is going on here? Because we let them depend on each other. And hey, Biff, can't let that happen.
They learn from their mistakes.
Yeah, because in the womb, it says that this dude is stronger than me. And read.
And the elder shall serve the younger.
And he knew that he was going to be a servant. He knew from the womb, I got to kill him, because if the prophecy, what I know, even in compacted in blood, in my mama, I know he's going to be on top. So I had to kill him before this prophecy come to pass, because I can't let him come out like that.
Right.
Right. But the Lord was with us even in the room.
That's right.
And they still know that now, Cap. That's why they institute this type of warfare
exactly
against
right.
God's people. Because
Exactly
if they leave us alone, they already know they're going back in the chains.
Hey, I'm glad that you said that. I'm land backing off of you. Just go real quick. Go to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 14 and just read verse 22. Just to land back off of you, because they hatred, they never went, they hatred, they carried it with them throughout generations upon generations.
Right.
They never left, right? Read.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14 and verse 22.
Come on.
Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of God.
We erred in the knowledge of God. Esau understood that. The further that we get away from keeping the commandments, the further that we get away from God. Read.
But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance.
God's chosen people, we are living in a war of great ignorance, to where we don't understand that the white man and all the other nations, they are our enemies, but we think that they are friends.
Yeah.
Read that again.
Our neighbors.
Moreover, this was not enough for them, that they erred in the knowledge of God. But whereas they lived in the great war of ignorance.
Even some of the laws that's being passed today, that is a great war of ignorance, because it's called psychological warfare. If I take away the knowledge of your history or anything that you teach that relates back to you, they're gonna kill the Israelite and keep the man, and they're gonna keep you docile, so that way they could stay on rulership, because they don't want that prophecy in Genesis 25 to come out. Read.
Those so great plagues call they peace.
And that's what our people do. We call the great plagues peace.
Yep. Play that next video. Yeah, that was cold precept there. Play that next video, because just play the video. We'll talk about it.
Like, I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. We're going to virtue signal here.
Stop.
He
came out the gate.
Wow. The first thing.
We got to get him, man.
You
the mask is
qualified,
off,
nigga.
y'all. The mask is off.
What's his name? Charlie Kirk.
Right.
That's Charlie Kirk. Remember the topic of today's show is slaves obey your master. If I see a black pilot, I'm gonna be like, boy, I hope sure he's qualified. Well, hold on. Wasn't the Tuskegee Airmen qualified when they won the damn war for y'all? When we came and y'all was getting y'all asses handed to y'all, and we were like, man, we need to activate these black boys, because hey. And then next thing you know, we come out with our swag, our damn air helmet sideways, got the damn came with so much style. Shades under the air helmet.
Yeah.
Got in the plane. Hey, crank this thing up. Next thing you see planes, enemy planes dropping out of the sky. These brothers come back like, yo, damn, y'all was getting beat by this shit? Yeah, y'all was getting beat by these dudes? Man, that was light work.
Hey, Cap, man, if you check the historical records, I think is the white folks you got to be worried about. The last one that flew the plane into the mountain.
Yeah, exactly right.
He was depressed. This guy did divorce. He was like, everybody got
you talking about helicopter?
We all going down, Jim.
Hey, he came into that aircraft and looked at that passenger and said,
y'all gonna die today.
Today's your day, man.
Right.
You gonna meet Satan today.
Hey, if anything, we are very
qualified.
Yes, absolutely. We're very qualified. You know why we're more qualified? Because we have to study 2-3 times more than the white person. Right. You know why we're more qualified? Because hell, most of us scared of damn heights. Right. So when we get up in that damn cockpit, we're gonna do everything in our power to keep that mother in the air. We love our families.
Yeah, we 100% want to live.
Right? Yeah, exactly right.
That plane getting landed.
The wars, I don't care what the hell. We gonna park the plane in front of Sheila house.
Right.
The hell with that.
Sheila?
We gonna make it
who is Sheila?
Whoever
you just randomly. Sheila.
We making it home.
Hey, you was thinking about that song. Oh, Oh, she.
These brand new
Hey, that brand new
man.
dude.
Fresh
he on
out.
something
Cap, I didn't know who
Fresh out,
Sheila
you
is.
know?
I didn't know.
Got
I
here.
didn't
Just
know.
got here, man.
Yeah.
Who is Gene?
Yeah, that brother D.I. higher.
But yeah.
Anyways, but I know a black pilot's gonna keep that plane up in the air. Why?
That's
Because he wanna live. It's the Edomite that just jump off stuff because it's just, damn, this look like a good place to jump. Black people don't think like that. So play that video. Keep on playing.
Like, I'm sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. We're going to virtue signal here. Let's be real, okay? Raise your hand if you want to be the person with a flight that's led in by a blind dwarf with severe psychological and intellectual disabilities.
I've answered on this subject. When you are flying on an airplane with your loved ones, which every one of us in this room has, do you pray that your plane lands safely and gets you to your destination, or do you pray that the pilot has a certain skin color? I think we all know the answer to that question, and as President Trump said yesterday, it's common sense. Rob?
You can come to the conclusion right now that diversity had something to do with this crash.
Because I have common sense, okay? And unfortunately, a lot of people don't.
And the crazy thing is, he can't even stomach the fact that the damn pilot was white.
Yeah, he won't
The damn military pilot was white.
Yeah.
The damn American Airlines pilot was white.
There we go.
But then the chick was talking about something based on skin color. There were no black people flying that damn plane. How the hell this tragedy? Well, before that, I don't even remember really the last time planes have really fallen out the damn sky like it has until Trump started talking all that stuff. Yeah. Now you got damn planes falling every damn week.
Cap,
the hell is this?
One thing that people don't know, a lot of planes the pilots don't really fly them like that. A lot of them are autopilot.
Right.
Yeah. They follow the same track. Like it's like they got their own GPS that they follow. If you pay attention to planes flying in the sky, you see it's like they got their own roads in the sky that they keep flying over and over and over.
Right. Right. So play this next video because they're not just talking about black Americans. This dude, Matt Walsh, is talking about Haitians. Watch this.
Nobody thinks that it will benefit America to become more like Haiti. Nobody thinks that. Or I would challenge anyone, if they do think that, to explain how that's the case. Like, in what way could this country be improved by making it more like Haiti? When you look at Haiti, what part of Haiti are you saying to yourself, we need more of that?
Beaches.
Well, we have more beaches than them too, right?
Watch
don't we?
this. Watch what the other leader might say. Play it.
We're a much bigger country.
We don't want a marine invasion and occupation.
Right. So pause it. Now, this Edomite on the left is going to give Matt Walsh a damn history lesson on what Edomite here. The Lord has used that Edomite on the left to check the Edomite on the right because he's got his white lips talking about his people, the Levites, right? So the Edomite on the left, he said, yeah, we don't want a Marine to come on our beaches. What he's doing is going over the history of America taking over Haiti with their Marine Corps and occupying Haiti, right?
For 40 years.
For 40 years.
And taking the gold from the banks too. The World
Right.
Bank
So he's going to do it in a sarcastic way. Go back just a couple seconds. Watch this. Right there. That's fine. Play it.
Well, we have more beaches than them too, right? Don't we?
Right.
We're a much bigger country.
We don't want a marine invasion and occupation of the United States that constantly decapitates governments and takes the money out of the country and saddles us with
we don't want the Clintons
debt
either.
from a revolution. Yeah.
Right. Although I don't. So you're saying that
we wouldn't want to be like basically a colony that the entire West spends 200 years punishing after the Haitian Revolution.
I get that. I understand that, but also at a certain
we wouldn't want that. No, yes,
we wouldn't want that. But I would also say that that's not entirely why Haiti's in the position that it's in. I mean, at a certain point, as a country, you have to stand on your own 2 feet and take care of yourself.
Wow.
And but at what point is that? They elect Aristide and we overthrow Aristide. Then they elect Jovenel Moïse. Jovenel Moïse is assassinated a bunch of people with American connections, and then we install in 2021. Like the United States installed the prime minister that we just ousted. Like, so we could say, okay, yeah, you got to get over the 200 years ago, but like we're
I don't think it worked out for him. I don't think that propaganda that he was trying to spill worked for him. It didn't work for him at all.
Hey, I know you was gonna have something so you can speak on that thing.
Oh, that's crazy, man. Where'd you find that?
Hey.
Man, he just cut him right there. He just went down the line with the history. Like, yeah, okay, maybe we don't want to get invaded and occupied for 40 years. Or all our wealth, like Haiti being taken out from another country, from another power. He just ran them down the line. And he understood, hey, you know what? He's absolutely right. And he still tried to back up his Edomite agenda.
Yeah, exactly.
He still tried to do it.
He told him to Haiti need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps.
Right.
I think that's a script.
That's a script.
Like when you in trouble.
Yes.
I think that's the red alarm. You say, hey, well, the country just needs to pull itself together.
Right.
We did it.
Right.
We killed people for that.
Right. He trying to remind him. Sorry. He tried to remind him. Yeah, I understand that. But they just had a prime minister that y'all ousted. He just got a president that was assassinated who has American ties. So, I don't know what you want to still hold on to that. Come on,
that's the crazy pride of Esau. He will take food from you and say, why are you hungry? Why you keep begging for food? He will kill your children and say, why you keep trying to fight back? Everything that they do, that's why God says they are like death. Death follows them.
Yes.
Everywhere they go, they cause trouble and say, why are you mad?
Right.
That's what they do.
Hey, during the commercial break, they ask one another, hey, man, we the same people, right?
Yeah. Exactly. They start
pep talk.
And also Pagiel too. This is the reason why they say, why are you mad? Death is natural to them. So death is, it's nothing to them.
That's what slaves obey your master. The Constitution of Babylon the Great, because he said, Aristide, we ousted.
Right.
We killed the second one. The third one we put in there, and then we just ousted him.
There you go.
We have been occupying their country for 40 years, taking all of their wealth. And then when the French was ousted, 200 years of the West pummeling Haiti. And he says out of his lips they just gotta pick them stuff up by
suck it up.
For 200 years, every country on the West is literally destroying every bit of Haiti. But he's saying, well, they still should do more.
Yeah, y'all got it.
That is the craziest thing ever. But that's the mind of Esau. Just like in the womb, he don't care what he does to kill you. He just wants you dead. And the fact that he couldn't kill us, because the Lord says that, nah, you ain't going to kill my priest. You're not going to kill him. You're going to do everything to destroy him, but they still here. Right? That's what made him mad. All right? Go to that next video. Speed up.
This was not a conspiracy. It was just a known thing, meaning the government of Zaire had to place IMF officials in its government.
And that's that's not just in Haiti and Zaire. I mean, in Zaire, that's everywhere. Black people are trying to govern themselves. The IMF, International Monetary Fund, is in every government. Look how the Edomite is over his shoulder and the head of the country looking all scared. Play it.
In control of the economy. And we would shape the economy usually to do two things in the tropics. We would focus on extractive industries. So let's get this stuff out of the ground as fast as possible without any benefits accruing to the local population. In fact, we'd often ruin the environment around them and make their life miserable. And number two, agriculture stuff. So we would force them to do this kind of industrial scale agriculture, usually of things that they couldn't eat, that they would export to us for our consumption. So we would engineer their society to do this and to be more dependent. And in order to do so, we would devalue the currency. And you basically want to shrink the economy. You don't want the government to be providing any subsidies to its people, healthcare, education. No. That's only for rich countries. But beyond that, there's nothing for the people left over. And of course, the dictator takes his cut. That's what the IMF does to the countries.
Boy, hey, that's the coons of our people.
Right.
The coons of our people get their cut, but everybody else suffer. We make them mine stuff that they can't eat, like gold. You can't eat gold, but we get fat off of it because we use it as currency, as bartering systems and everything else. And then they get to fix their lips and say, these countries need to pull themselves up by the bootstrap.
That's the script.
But for 400, 500 years, 600, 700 years, you've been destroying the world as you go. Hell, since Alexander the Greek, y'all been destroying. When you got a little power with Alexander the Greek, y'all have destroyed. What the scriptures say that evil multiplied under y'all.
I mean, it was already there, but
Yeah.
it multiplied.
It just went exponential growth, as the Christians say. Exponential growth.
That's
It
why
just
that's-
went boop.
Yeah, that's why the scripture call him the house of the thief. He's the only race of people that would go into another country, take all the resources, and then convince the country that they are in debt
doing
to
enough,
him.
right.
They are in debt to him for him taking their resources and then manufacturing it and then selling it back to them.
Right.
And that's cold blooded.
And then tell them to pull yourself by your bootstraps. You gonna be all right.
You gonna be all right, B.
Yo, Esau would discover a planet full of black people and say, this planet don't belong to you.
Right. Yeah.
That's what they do. That's
White
how far
people
back.
was here before black people.
We
Huh?
the original. They'll say they the original people.
Yeah. Exactly. They'll
That's
come
what that
so
planet.
everywhere black people say and say, y'all not supposed to be there.
Hey, Cap, I get script.
We ain't got that much time.
Okay.
Give me a second. Go to the next video.
You're aware that a Negro family has moved into Levittown.
Yes, I heard about it.
What was your reaction?
Dynamite. Dynamite.
The first thing she went to is death.
Yeah.
Damn.
The first thing she went to, the thing that came to her mind is, damn, where's the dynamite? She ain't saying dynamite that's cool. She's saying, where's the dynamite? This is Levittown, Pennsylvania. Play it.
Dynamite. Dynamite.
What have you done about it?
Well, I guess we just discussed it.
How do you feel about the Myers moving in?
Well, I'm very definitely against it.
Before coming to Levittown, did you have any contact with Negroes?
Well, when I came from a small town where we didn't have any colored people, and at that time I had no feelings either way. While we were waiting for our house to be built, we lived in Trenton for 9 months. And, that was my first contact with them, both in work and going through colored sections to work. And I was very happy I was moving into an all-white community.
Have you ever discussed the Myers at home with your children?
Never before in our house was anything mentioned, pro or con, about colored people, because I feel that they have to in contact with them to a certain extent, and why should their minds be prejudiced? But since they have moved here, they have heard remarks, and I'm afraid that they are going to dislike the idea. They were.
They hate us. Even the women hate us. Right? Go to the next video. This is how much they hate us, right? But when we trying to become spiritual, or whatever, our semblance of spiritual, watch what he say. Play it.
I can't follow you, and I'm not going to follow you and give you personal protection. And I'm telling you, for your own benefit, you had better turn around and get out of this area. You're not going to the courthouse in a group under condition that you come here, and I'll assure you that. All we would like to do, sir, is to go to the courthouse is closed. There's no business there.
We don't want to go into the courthouse. All we want to do is go to the lawn of the courthouse, kneel and pray, and we'll gladly return.
You take your prayers back to your church. That's the proper place to pray.
Sir,
I'm sure that God will hear your prayer just as well down there as it will up here, but you're not going on this courthouse alone.
Sir, whenever there are men who are in sinful conditions, prayer should be uttered wherever they are.
Yeah, why don't you pray where you are? Go back down there and pray. You think you're lily white? You think you're not sinful? Well, then go back to your church and pray.
Well, sir, can we pray together, you and I?
You do your praying. I do mine, big boy. You don't pray for me. I don't want you to pray for me.
Well, will you pray for us?
Because I don't think your prayers get above your head.
Well, will you pray for us?
No, I'm not going to pray for you. I'll tend to my business, you tend to yours. Now, you got to move these people out of here.
Sir,
It's on to protect you.
Sir, sir,
I don't have to love anybody I don't want to love.
There you go.
You do your own love.
Hold up. That shows you where the John 3:16 went at right there. That showed you right there where it went at. They know exactly what the scripture was talking about. They understood. We don't have the same God. They understood that. What you hearing right now is the demonic form right now, purest form. Esau in his purest form,
his true self.
His true self.
Right.
Run it back just a little bit so you can hear all that.
Cap, if I could say something. You
Go
know
ahead,
what's crazy about that? a lot of people watch this video and be like, man, that's a racist man. Well, he got a whole bunch of other police officers around him.
Right.
None of them say, hey, don't say that. No, calm down. They're all silent because silent is agreement.
That's right.
They all say, yeah, say that. Speak my mind, buddy.
Before they got there, they talk about it. You see these niggas coming up here?
You see that?
Let's go handle that. Yeah. We're going to go there, Biff. Right. What you going to say?
They was willing to kill. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, if you get to that point, they would have killed every black person standing right there.
Yeah.
Young men, death.
They don't give a damn.
Because you see how south it went so quick. Yeah. Like, then he went over your little nigga prayers and your little niggas.
right.
And your prayers don't even go above your head.
There you go. Does that sound familiar? Who remember when the sister got gunned down? Right? In her own house.
Yeah.
What did she say? Remember what she said?
I rebuke you.
I rebuke you, Satan.
Yeah.
Oh, then he pulled out that fire. Quick, boom.
Right. Remember what they tried to do to their own people. They tried to overthrow their own government.
Yeah.
Imagine if they tried to overthrow their own government, their own divine order, quote unquote. What the hell you think they're going to do to us?
Man.
Come on.
Go ahead. Play that.
Sir, I don't have to love anybody I don't want to love. Sir, you do your own love. You love your little niggas. I love who I please.
Do you believe in equal justice for all?
I believe in justice.
Do you believe in equal?
I don't believe in equal nothing. There's no two people in this world alike.
Here we go.
They're
Here we
not
go.
equal on any terms.
So now when we read Malachi, get that in Malachi now. Here we go. Here goes the almond milk and the warm cookies. The unleavened bread right here. So don't get mad when the Lord says this. Read that. Y'all heard what he said, right? Okay, go ahead. He can love whoever he want to love. That goes for the thus says the Lord too. Read.
Malachi chapter 1 and verse 2.
Come on.
I have loved you, saith the Lord.
Come on.
Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother?
Come on.
Saith the Lord, yet I loved Jacob.
Remember, we just read the history earlier in Genesis. They warred in the womb. Two separate nations. Come on.
And I hated Esau.
What did God say?
I hated Esau.
Just like what that Edomite just said. I don't gotta love you, right? Come on.
And laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness.
The same way they laid our generations to waste, send them to massive prisons, put them in massive graves. God said, likewise, I'm gonna double it up for you.
Right.
Keep that same energy. That perpetual hatred is still present to this day.
Right. Same energy that's present to this day was in the minds of Esau back in, well, I don't remember when Rosewood, but play that next video.
Yeah.
Listen to a survivor of the massacre in Rosewood, Florida.
Why did they burn everything?
He was mad.
But you were just little children.
I know it. What did he care? They didn't care.
They didn't care.
They killed us. I was about 8 years old.
Minnie Lee Langley was only a child when she became a refugee. Now, she's a great-grandmother. At her home in Jacksonville, Florida, we talked to her about the place where she was born, Rosewood, Florida, the place that haunts her memory.
I know they killed my aunt, and they killed my granddaddy. Made my granddaddy dug his hole. He didn't have but one arm, but they made him dug his own grave. And he prayed, and they shot him backwards in the grave.
Damn.
At Rosewood.
At Rosewood.
This is where...
Pause it. Listen to the evil. That's why God called Esau the wicked. The wicked, not a wicked. The wicked. He said he killed my granddaddy. He had one arm. And they made him dig a hole with one arm, dig his own grave, and they shot him dead in his own whole grave.
Damn.
That is the wicked that the Bible. There's no
godly.
Listen, I do not want that man in no kingdom next to nobody.
Hell no.
And all you stupid Christians, well, what about the white man?
Right.
The white man had that sister granddaddy dig a hole with one arm and shot him dead in his own grave. Killed his auntie. Damn near tried to kill. She said they didn't care. They killed everybody. That's what she said. They burned everything. and you want him in the kingdom. Well, what about Malcolm X said it? Well, hell, if there's even one that's nice here, not Malcolm X, Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
If there's one, would you want to weed through all these venomous snakes just to find the one nice snake? No. Because they are like this next video.
Hey, Cat, while you're playing that, what we just witnessed is Deuteronomy 28, verse 50.
There we go. That's right.
Read that real quick. Deuteronomy 28, 50.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 50.
Read
A nation of fierce countenance.
That's what we just witnessed. Right. She's the living record of what God was telling us back then. Read.
Which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young.
She said that they were only 8 years old. He said, nah, they killed us. Right. Read.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed.
Until we are destroyed. Play that. Go ahead, Ken.
Play it.
You will not be coerced into hiring any colored person, regardless of his qualifications, as a matter of duress or as a matter of expedience.
When the Negro can prove to the white man that he can live like the white man,
that's it.
Then we will accept them.
And the only thing that scares me is the neighborhood all getting bad. And if we ever wanted to sell, naturally your house depreciates and the color get in.
If they move in, the next step we have to accept is intermarriage.
We can be sociable with them in work. We can get along with them and joke with them.
Sure.
But when we leave our job and close the door and then we're on our way home, we want them to go in their direction and we can go in ours.
That's
You will not be.
Pause it. You can take that down. That's the same thought process they have with you at your job. Yep. When you go to your job every day and you cooning and schooning and booning at the damn job and say, "Nah, we got some good one there." Right. Nah, I got this friend at the job, and hell, every time we seen that happen, there one with the black sister go over there and she ended up getting put to death with a whole bunch of whites. She the only one in the house. Then there's another one. Thought she can do it better. And the damn Edomite put her toothbrush in between her booty cheeks. Who the hell thinks like that?
That's crazy.
Hey, Edomite.
The Edomites. Huh? The wicked. We're supposed to be watching movies, eating popcorn, chilling, going over stories, laughing, giggling, and have a good time so you can have a story. But the damn Edomite thought it was funny to find your toothbrush and to do all vile things with it. And then now they recording your behind, bro. And you like, what's wrong with this thing? And they laughing about it as if it's funny. That's the mind of a white man. That's the mind of the other nation, not just a white man, the other nations. Because they don't have our God.
No.
Play that. It's not just in the housing market. It's not just the prayers at the courthouse. It's in the medical too. Play.
1896. He published a book called Race Tendencies and Traits of the American Negro, in which he lays out all the numbers, and then he concludes that if we simply avoided allowing black people to have any access to health care, that within 2 or 3 generations, the whole race would die out, and that would solve the race problem in America. When Teddy Roosevelt, 1912, proposed a national health care system, people said no because black people will get it. When Franklin Roosevelt proposed a national health care system, it was the same thing. We don't want black people to get it. When Truman tried it in 47, same thing. Don't want black people to get it. We have to figure out a way to keep black people from using Medicare. And the way that they came up with was to have a 20% a gap in Medicare, so that you had to pay 20% of your doctor's bill and your hospital bill, and that would discourage poor black people from showing up at the hospitals. Nearly 100% of the reason why the United States is the only country in the world that doesn't define healthcare as a right is because of racism. In 1890s.
There you have it.
That's it. Yeah. The reason why we are, we are self-contributors about the bad food we eat, but once we get there with the bad food, and all the evil that we do with the chitlins and all that foolishness, we can't even go to the damn doctor to get back healthy.
No.
We can't even go because we don't have the 20% gap. We don't have the money and the generational wealth to be even to pay the doctors. So many of us die because the racist system that was created in the form of the healthcare system kills us.
Right.
Hell, the reason why they know how to do some of the stuff that they do today It's because they experiment on our sisters. A medical apartheid.
Right. You know, and when you research it, notice a lot in a lot of other countries, Medicare is actually free.
Yeah,
Right.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
It's free. It was
Healthcare,
given to
yeah.
the actual public. Healthcare was given to the actual public. And going into what he was touching, here they have created or turned it into a business because, you know, the mind of the wicked is deep, like how the scriptures say. He has found out a way how he can make you sick, kill you off, and charge you for doing so.
Well, the thing also is that even though they're getting rid of Black history, once they start looking into why they do certain things,
Yeah,
it will
it's 'cause
always go back to
exposed.
racism.
Right.
That's it.
That's what he was talking about. He's death and hell follows him.
Yeah, because
That's what he is.
he's probably thinking, wow, why do we pay 20%? And then he started looking into it. Oh, it's because of Black people.
Yeah.
Oh, why would we have these gun laws? Oh, it's because of Black people.
Right.
Why do we pay tuition? Oh, it's because of Black people. It always go back to that.
Always. And with all of that hell and destruction, in order to have some semblance of any type of pennies back in the 60s, we had to conform to the society around us. Why? Because they blew every damn thing up that we tried to build in the 20s and the 30s. So look at how he explained that he had to act, which is a lot of us at work today. Play it.
Although you're crying on the inside, or you wondering what else can I do? Sometimes you tip you, sometimes you say, I'm not going to tip that nigga. You don't look for no tip. Yes, sir. Thank you. What did you say? Come back because I take care of you. Don't talk to him like that. That's a good nigga. That's my nigga. Oh, yes, sir, boss. I'm your nigga. I'm trying to make a living. Why? I got 3 children. I want them to get an education. I wasn't fortunate enough to get an education, but I want them to get it. And they are doing good. Night after night, I lay down and I dream about what I had to go through with. I don't want my children to have to go through with that. I want them to be able to get the job that they be qualified. That's what I'm struggling for. I don't want this and I don't want that, but I just don't want my children to have to go through what I go through with. Hey, tell that nigga to hurry up with that coffee. I'm on my way. So that's what you have to go through with. But remember, you have to keep that smile.
Damn. Right. That is, like you said, they wouldn't have dare done us like that back when we ruled.
You read the caption, Cap?
What
you
it
see
say?
what it said? That thing said that he was killed by a customer.
Yep. After the interview.
Yeah. But he said all the same. I'm
He was
your
trying to
nigga.
be a
I'm
good
this
nigga.
nigga. He's cooning for the same customer that killed him.
Yep. And we just think it's white folk. It ain't just white people. We talking about slaves obey your master, the Constitution of Babylon the Great. Okay. But it ain't just Esau that hates us. Play that next video. What? Pause it. Look who the culprit is.
He not trying to wash the sidewalk.
He ain't washing the sidewalk.
He's not trying to
He ain't gonna get the power. What's the thing?
Pressure cleaning.
Pressure cleaning.
That's not water.
That's no.
Oh, okay.
That's gasoline.
Oh, you thought he was nice, huh?
You thought Ming Ling was nice. Yeah. Ming Ling ain't nice. You trying to get some sun, chilling with your family. Ming Ling done went and filled up the gas canister with gas. Now he's trying to light your house on fire.
He about to permanently cut your grass.
What the hell is this?
He gonna keep it low real good.
Yeah, play it. And he got a
So
blade.
you set the place on fire where I live at. I just saw you and I got cameras. Yeah? What you gonna do? Oh my God. I got my kids in the house. Oh my God. Oh my God, please.
And look at the police running away from him. Now they take a simple behind into jail. The hell is this?
That's why God says from the beginning He separated us from them. He separated nations. We always want to be around them, thinking that one of them is going to love us. Don't matter. They all will always hate us.
Yeah. Go to Mr. Miyagi. Go to Mr. Miyagi. Give me Mr. Miyagi. Yeah.
Wax on.
Wax on.
It said, racist old man has no filter. Mr. Miyagi, watch this. When y'all trying to move in them white neighborhoods and think it's all sweet like you were saying, Cap, watch this. Listen to Mr. Miyagi.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so what's your point? Why are you here? Because this is a no
So we got information about an incident that happened earlier out here on the street. I was just wondering what led up to all that.
The guy was going out of the camera and he's taking pictures. So I took a picture of him. And they took exception to the fact that I took a picture of him. First words out of his mouth were, "There's a lot of white people around here that are racist." I said, "Well, hell, look at one." And I told him, "Look, we need around here." That's exactly what I told him. I didn't do anything wrong.
Do you kind of see how the comments you made might be provoking and insulting in any way?
Well, of course. It was, remember what I told you. The first words out of his mouth were, "Scottsdale's full of white racists." And my comment directly to him, I said, "They're not all white."
We're going to take you down. We're going to arrest you, Kay.
You're kidding me.
For what? You're being charged with disorderly conduct.
Pause. Damn. Right? So, hey, all praise he went to jail, but still, Moab is right lockstep with Esau.
Yeah.
He moved over there to be around Esau, but then when he saw your black behind, he taking pictures of you, he's doing all this stuff. Now he calling y'all out your name. Now you thought, oh damn, how is he calling me this? I ain't never been called no nigga from a Chinese man.
Right.
Now he's saying, well, not all white people are racist because look at me. I'm racist.
Yeah.
I'm more racist than them.
They got the same agenda.
Yep.
All right. Get that real quick. 2 Maccabees 2 verse 10. Read that. They have the same agenda, that hate, that bloodlust. Okay. Because they also took us into captivity. Go ahead. Read that.
2 Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 10.
Sorry. 1 Maccabees. Excuse me.
1 Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
What nation hath not had a part in her kingdom?
Jump up to verse 9.
Verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Her glorious vessels are carried away into captivity.
The glorious vessels talking about Israel. All our glorious vessels was taken away, by Babylon, Greeks, okay? All the captivities, they took our glorious vessels from us. Come on.
Her infants are slain in the streets.
Come on.
Her young men with the sword of the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
What nation hath not had a part in her kingdom?
What nation? That means all those nations took us into captivities. All the nations had access to our children. The same atrocities, we sometimes we just think only white man did this to us. No. Ishmael, Abib, that got his corner store. All right. That Chinese restaurant that you keep eating cat to stir-fried cat at.
Damn.
Him too.
Amazing.
He put our forefathers under chains too. So you got to make sure you understand this information that's coming out. You're not ignorant, all right, to who your enemies are.
So, Cat, what you're saying is that Judah been eating cat. They didn't even know.
They didn't even know that.
Easy, man.
Stir-fried.
Hey, keep on reading, man.
They like that cat fried rice with duck
Oh,
sauce.
damn.
I find it,
Keep on reading, man.
I find
Yeah,
it very amazing how the wash pot could be offensive or be racist, be racist or insulting when we've seen where you cook your cat at.
Exactly.
Keep reading. Verse 11.
Come on.
All her ornaments are taken away. Of a free woman she's become a bondslave.
Read.
And behold, our sanctuary, even our beauty and our glory is laid waste. And the Gentiles
And the who?
The Gentiles.
That's not just Esau. Yes, this is the time of the Maccabees, but the Gentiles is all nations outside of the nation of Israel.
Right.
Read.
Have profaned it.
Have profaned our sanctuaries. Have profaned us. Have profaned our heritage. Have profaned the way we live. Because the Ming Dynasty, when we was under in China,
Right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
we couldn't keep our feast days. We built the Great Wall of China.
Right.
We was go and do the research. We was in the Ming Dynasty.
Right.
The Israelites was in slavery and bondage in the Ming Dynasty. They ain't just with the white man.
Yeah.
That's the history that they're trying to erase and wipe away. You need to go do it because we've done it. We searched our fathers and where they took us. So we know in that day.
Right.
We know in that day. Ming Ling, bring
You
your
get it
Chinese.
too.
Yeah.
You gonna get it.
You gonna get it.
Get this in Jeremiah 48:29. Watch this. There's a show that Moab, so-called Chinese man, the Japanese man, they all have the same spirit as Esau. Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 48 and verse 29.
Uh-huh.
We have heard the pride of Moab.
The what?
Pride of Moab.
Come on.
He's exceeding proud. His loftiness and his arrogancy and his pride and the haughtiness of his heart.
Mm-hmm.
I know his wrath, saith the Lord.
The Lord knows. He knows his wrath. He knows he has the same mindset as what? Because even in his animes, he portrayed himself looking like Esau.
Right. With the blonde hair.
With blonde hair, blue eyes, all that. Come on.
But it shall not be so. His lies shall not so affect it. Therefore will I howl for Moab.
He shall howl. Howl for Moab, meaning what? Those earthquakes. 10-point
Richter scale.
Earthquakes. Floodings. Destroying village after village.
All praises to the Most High.
Lord, I'm playing.
Go to, you finished that?
No, I'm done with that.
All right. Go to good old DeSantis. Because it ain't just the Southern Kingdom that's getting this hell. Northern Kingdom too. We've been oppressed together.
We complained, all these folks in Florida, particularly Republicans, complained for 4 years about Joe Biden with catch and release, with the border, with all the things they were doing, not having enough Coast Guard, which is why we had to do our operation with our vessels. People complained. Well, now we've got a partner that's committed to enforcing the law and reestablishing interior enforcement of immigration laws. So we have to step up to do our part. So this 287G agreement is the maximum amount of participation that we've been asked to do under federal law and with the Department of Homeland Security. We didn't hesitate to step up, and we will take advantage of this, and we will be strong partners. And again, the goal is we need to reestablish interior enforcement in this country. We have to fulfill the president's mission to effectuate the largest deportation program in American history.
All right. Pause. Listen. Esau, this is not the first time Esau tried this. Right? Their pride is going to do this and is doing this, but they don't know the repercussion. That's why Bishop and the deacons and the captains and the officers and the soldiers, if y'all are not preparing, if you don't have your food storage up, if you're not going and getting your Mylar bags and your buckets and preparing for famine and times of struggle, you out the spirit, right? Because they did this before. Watch this. Play that. Read it.
They blamed Mexicans for stealing jobs, then begged them to come back.
Play it. Read it.
During the Great Depression,
yep, play it.
Ethnic Mexicans were accused of stealing jobs and living off welfare.
Come on, keep it playing while he can read. He can read.
U.S. officials rounded up families, forced them onto trains, and deported them to Mexico. Between 1929 and 1939, up to 2 million were exiled, driven by...
Damn, my bad. I thought he could read.
60% were American citizens, many of them children.
Bring it back. Bring it back. Going a little too fast.
Between 1929 and 1939, up to 2 million were exiled, driven by racism. 60% were American citizens, many of them children. Many had never ever seen Mexico. They were born in the United States, but that didn't protect them.
Come on.
When World War II began, the U.S. begged Mexicans to come back.
Why? Because they was the major drivers of the economy. They was picking the potatoes and they was doing all the things that Edomites didn't want to do. They was doing all the things that Moab that came over during the Korean Wars and all this other didn't want to do. There's gonna come a time where they're gonna kick them out and the economy is going to crash. I pray that you brothers and sisters are preparing for that time. Play it.
They needed them to fill labor shortages.
Right. So go and just like with our brother Issachar brothers, Gad and Reuben felt the same thing. Play it.
The United States government is offering you a piece of land of your own.
We have our own land.
No, it's not yours. It's the U.S. government's.
Did they buy it?
No.
Did they trade for it?
No, it's not like that.
Then how can they own it? He has a point.
We will give you everything you need if you will just submit to living on a reservation.
We need nothing from you.
You can depend on your country to take care of you.
You are not my country.
Mr. Durant, if we could just... Senator Crane has come here to offer your people a better way of life.
Better than what?
Better than what you have.
I like what I have.
And with all of that, Esau succeeded in killing our brothers, and now we willfully fight for them.
Damn.
Next. Look at that. Brother on the left, now his name is Braveheart. Now he's in the United States Army.
Damn.
That is oppression. You was once a fighter or warrior for your tribe. Now you're fighting for the people that took your land.
Damn.
We did that too, right? We do it right now. Play the next ones. Play the next video. Nope, not that. Come on. Yes. Play it. Where the sound at? Oh my gosh. It's got sound. Okay. All right. So yes, that's all the bootlicker bunch that's right now in Esau's behind. They're going to do everything that they can to appease the white man. But this brother right here next, I forget his name, but he has some sense. Play it.
See, niggas will say stupid shit like, I ain't oppressed. You know what Harriet Tubman said? She said, I would have freed so many more of my people only if they knew they were slaves. All niggas want is comfortable oppression.
Man.
Niggas is okay with being oppressed as long as it's comfortable. Massa he slapped that nigga 10 times. He only slapped me 9. I'm all right with that. Massa, we pick cotton for just 23 hours a day. Now, he didn't make us pick it sun up to sun up again, 24 hours. 24. Niggas just want comfortable oppression. And niggas, and the system understands that we'll feed these niggas hope. We'll feed them false hope. We'll give them 1 or 2 niggas to idolize, to put up on a pedestal, to chase. And it's achievable, but it's not achievable. The system isn't meant for everybody to win. Because if it was, everybody would be winning. See, nigga.
And the fact that he said that, listen to this nigga, this big wide head Negro, next. Watch what he say. This is how destroyed we are. Listen to this Negro. Play it.
I just think there's just not enough white men.
Why do you say that? That is not a popular belief, especially
probably not
right
what you
now.
thought would come out of my mouth.
Yeah.
Look, I like math because it doesn't have an opinion.
Okay.
It's a Melody Hobson quote. I just love it. The math is that I want every white male to be successful if they can be. I want everybody to be successful, but we need every successful college-educated white male to be on the field of economics. But mathematically, there's not enough college-educated, successful white men to drive GDP for 30 years.
That Negro talking
to his nigga, shut up, bruh.
Damn.
This Negroes like that make me angry.
Right. No zeal for his people. He's worthless. Okay. That's exactly what the Lord warns us from becoming right there. Assimilating with your oppressors to the point where you become a traitor to your own people. And that's exactly what he is. He's a traitor to his people. So be very mindful with that.
And what that play the video with the go to the black sister. Go to the black sister that is let's see.
With the jacket. With the
with the Fila shirt.
Okay.
Red or pillar, whatever that say, palace. We're gonna skip over some of this stuff. We only got a couple more minutes.
Is the difference between a clump of cells, cancer, and the fetus that is also not viable outside? Like, I want to understand why we are okay with killing cells in this situation, but in this situation where a woman who does want to achieve a higher education, get a job, and having a baby would stop her from doing that because she then also has to get a job on the side, stop going to school. She's now kept in place and she cannot do anything. Yeah. Why are you so opposed to that? And just also why, as a male, are you so opposed to women? Women collectively are saying that we want the choice.
The cells that are in the woman's body are new DNA that is created. That is a new life.
Stop it. We don't need to hear his explanation. Right. But listen to what the Negro being a Negro has created. She compared a baby to a clump of cancer cells. She said, what's the difference between cancer cells and a baby that is now developing, which is also cells? Damn. Why can't we kill one and not the other one? Right. But she gave the answer because we want to achieve higher education, higher stations of life, business, and all of this stuff. Abortion has never been about the safety of the mother. It's always been about because it's inconveniencing me. Yep. 40, 50 million babies or more, 100 million babies have died because you felt like it was a damn inconvenience. How about you didn't lay down to get it? Right? So go to Malcolm X, because we got to get Bishop them in here. All right? Go to Malcolm X.
I wanted to ask you, what can a white person like myself who isn't prejudiced, what can I do to help you and further your cause?
Nothing.
Absolutely right. That's how we should be. You cannot help us.
Nope.
You cannot add to us, because every time we let your little Edomite behind in our organizations, you have destroyed it from the outside, from the inside out, and from the outside in.
Yep.
You sent people in there as spies to put stuff in our drinks to make us tired. And then you came from the outside with Uzis and guns and shotguns and destroyed every single organization that made us or tried to make us into a better person. You cannot help us. That's why in Israel United in Christ, we don't allow Esau in here, because this Bible ain't for Esau. You have nothing to do with our statues or nothing. Right? That's why we'll go to New Orleans for the minds of the black people. And look what the white man says about this. Play it. Read that as they planned it.
Guess who avoided an ass whooping today?
So he was talking about us avoiding the ass whooping from the Proud Boys. It's the Edomite channel. He got over 3 million views from this. Right. Look at all of that unity. We don't need Esau. We don't need them to tell us what to do, when to sit down, when to get up. No, we don't need that.
All right.
Order, structure, black men, Hispanic men, Native American men, all the men that you saw before that was destroyed. God gave us statutes, laws, and commandments to get ourselves back right. All right? Go to that next video with Cap.
Apologetics don't fight for black
people. We out here
people.
doing the work. All praises.
That's right.
Where you apologetics at? Don't you see our deacon out here?
That's right.
20 years plus laboring. What y'all doing, man? Where y'all at, man? Where y'all at? What they doing? Get ready for the Super Bowl. You ain't stopping nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, brothers, what apologetics at, man? What y'all brothers about to do, man? Damn. What apologetics at? They scared. They ain't out here going to war. They ain't going to war like you, man.
They don't want no
All these
smoke.
prophets
No
right here, man.
smoke.
All these prophets right here, man. All these prophets,
Go to
man.
Bishop, right? Because you got captains, you got the officers, you got the soldiers out there warring for the minds of our people. You got the bishop all over the world. Play it. Don't stop.
Embark on a riveting journey with a team of
Bishop
God's
out here writing
soldiers
books.
Here we go.
as they embark
About
on an
the
adventurous
conquest of the
quest
world.
to the Pacific Islands. Driven by a mission steeped in faith and purpose. Their pursuit?
White Jesus.
To spread
On
the
the damn
gospel
wall.
of Christ and unravel the mysteries surrounding the 12 lost tribes of Israel. As they delve deeper into their exploration, they uncover a world teeming with deception and hidden
Pass that with
truths.
boots on the ground.
Unforeseen adversaries, cloaked in shadows, emerge from unexpected places, including the very heart of the Roman Catholic Church. Presenting Island of Deception, Faith, Politics, and Survival in Melanesia.
Oh, there we go.
By Bishop Nathaniel.
That's
Ben
right.
Israel. Available now at Amazon.com and OriginalRoyalty.com.
That's right. Go get your copy.
Yeah.
Go learn your history. Go search out the fathers. Go and get your copy. I know black people don't like to read, but damn it, start reading.
That's right. All right. Get Revelations chapter 11, verse 11.
Bring it out.
We'll end it on that.
Revelation chapter 11 and verse 11.
Come
And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them.
Come on.
And they stood upon their feet.
They what?
Stood upon their feet.
They what?
Stood upon their feet.
Read.
And great fear fell upon them which saw them.
That's what you see happening. Great fear is about to go down. When that great fear begins to multiply amongst the heathens, watch what's going to happen to the prophets. Those who risk their lives to spread this gospel, to lay their lives out, to open the minds of those who still in darkness, it will be afflicted.
That's
Jacob's trouble will happen. But you got to stand bold. You got to be willing to say, you know what? Lay your life down for this truth.
Nation is men leading by example.